This is not a place for children. Nuh-uh. If this wasn't a safe place for children, then why would we be here? That's what I'm asking. We're here for him. Yep. Nostra made us sleep so that poor Hypno couldn't. And then we came to meet him. Hi, cute hat. Have you been crying? Not anymore. You really are just like her. Come here. Wait, don't tell me you're there. And like everyone didn't see that coming. Yeah, I don't really know how I would have come to that conclusion having just met you and all. Sorry to keep you waiting for so Sorry to keep you waiting so long. It's so very alright. I'm just so happy to see you again. Both of you have gotten so big. When I last saw you, you were just this tiny. And if anyone should be sorry to keep someone waiting, it's me. You both deserve so much more. It's alright. Nostra says this is the only way it could have happened. I do know how that is. You still got it. It's a relief. Of course I do. We would never willingly let go of something you gave us. And that Cleffa too. His name is Nomos. Nomos, hello. It's nice to meet you. He says hi. Well, tell him everything Nomos says and not just the first part. Well, you said. If I heard correctly, you go by Anna. Yep, that's us. Shouldn't you have known that already? Already known that? Those aren't the names that your mother chose for you. Painter, Fantasia. Those are such cool names. She did have some flair about her. But when I let you go, I purposely withheld your name so that there would be no way they could find you. Who was they? T-Meteor. Will you tell us why T-Meteor was after you? It's not a simple story, but I will say it as clearly as I can. Mistakes are lessons waiting to be learned. And some might say I have been very well educated indeed. During one such lesson, a certain person helped me understand that particular objects can be very dangerous in that group's possession. So I did what I had to, stole those particular objects, and in order to disguise their origins, I had asked a friend to fashion them into jewelry. Jewelry was a passion of his back then, but he was unprepared for the energy those keys held and broke one of them in half. He was able to recover it, and he did fantastic work with the others, so I gave him one of the finished pieces as thanks. And with the others, I sought out buyers. In particular, I searched for strong trainers who were able to effectively defend the pieces should the team leader try to recover them. Caroline and Monty were the two gym leaders together. I felt certain they would be safe. They chose a sapphire key to match their eldest daughter's name. Next was Mr. Molinar. The ring he chose the ring for his engagement, and the last one I entrusted to the beauty you showed me. The light, that was your mother, and so I reinvented myself with a new name, new personality, new history. Jen, I hope you will forgive me for deceiving you. My wealth has never come from my success as a chess player. It came from the sales of those keys and a few extra digits taken from Team Meteor's coffers. I always hoped to be able to fulfill your brother's dream of living in a castle. That's so cool. I will not defend thievery, but I dare say it was better use of the money than they would have found for it. And for a time she was happy. I thought it would end happily, but it turns out happily ever after just means that the next story hasn't started yet. Team Meteor learned what I had done, who I was, and where the keys were, and so it began anew. Your mother was a walking miracle, and for better or worse, people often outlive their miracles. After her disappearance, I was scared above all else, especially for your safety. I think that was safeties. I didn't want any harm to come to you, so I had to make sure you didn't get mixed up with them. And just look how that turned out. It's okay. I know you were just doing your best. Whether it was right or not here, you should have this back. Radimus gave Anna the amethyst pendant. You had it! I was so sad after it was taken. I was so sad that I got sick and almost died of sadness. Why did you give it to her? It was not one of my better plays, perhaps. I was hoping Team Meteor would never find it if it was with you two, but instead it gave them cause to seek you two out. Perhaps my sentimentality got the better of me. Whether that was right or wrong, Noel, no. I mean, why did you give it to her and not me? Why is Anna the one that's always special? Ah, here, you can keep it. No, that's okay. I don't want it. I just wanted to know. You deserve it more than I do. It's not about deserving or not. Just take it. Anna, I can't even hear Nomos. I never could. I shouldn't hold on to something like that. I know you can't. What? That's okay. You'll understand eventually. If you ever want to hold the amethyst pendant instead, you can ask me, okay? Okay. Why did you give it to Anna? It was your mother's before. I simply thought it would suit her better. It seems that there may be some cause and effect in your similarities after I still understand that that was unfair to you. I hope you can forgive me. It's not like it matters. I don't understand any of you. However do you mean? I mean, it's been how many years and you just go on like nothing happened. You act like you all knew the whole time that you would meet here. The future has a funny way of never being how we know it. But we never had to know. All we had to do was decide. The future was not a candle, was the future cannot hold a candle to resolution, considering how something like the law of large numbers, it's only logical this would happen eventually if we kept looking. Plus we had a little help. You're unbelievable. What? I can totally be believed. Right, Noel? Sometimes. Noel. Despite being unbelievable, here you all are. Then that just means you need to change your beliefs. If how you see things isn't an accurate reflection of reality, then why keep looking that way? You're the last person who should be saying that, or the first. A reflection of reality, huh? In that case, maybe it would be better just to put the mirror down. Let there be no reflection at all. See things however works best for you. Smooth talking runs in the family, doesn't it? They got it from their mother. I don't think that's true. Maybe we all did. And maybe we all have room to learn from them too. It's enough to lose people, but you can just lean on the people still around you. So depend on us now. Jesus, how long is this going? Hey, now who's the parent here? Oops. But you are of course correct. I only lament that I had to say goodbye to Gardevoir and Luna to say hello to you. Not to mention the other boy. Oh shit. Let me update my software update. But it could have been much worse given the circumstances. Right, given the circumstances. Perhaps the only reason the damage was so minimal was because Gardevoir fought to control herself even through their hypnosis, loyal to the very end. That's something I'm not used to. Maybe it's time you changed that. Excuse us. Oh god, how many more people? Sorry to interrupt, but you did it! You did it! Great job, both of you. Did you open a daycare service while I wasn't looking? Maybe if I also wasn't looking. Okay, everybody. These are my friends, Lumi and Eve. Hi. We've caused a lot of trouble for you. Please accept my apologies. I believe the man in black who was here before I'd called you out. That is correct, if pitiable. It's kind of a long story, but basically we were stuck together with them for a long time in the same body. I wouldn't recommend the experience. In essence, we had to work for Team Meteor for the entire time. I developed the pole systems that have been used to create a near insurmountable degree of trouble. Oh, thanks for that. Hey, she didn't do it because she wanted to. I agreed to develop the machines for Team Meteor only under the condition that Lumi's physical body would be adequately preserved. That both of our bodies would be. You don't need to keep putting yourself aside. I always intended to find a way to restore ourselves to our proper bodies. But working towards that was impossible when we didn't have the privacy for our own thoughts. I'm happy to be back, but I wish we didn't have to lose a poor Magnezone for it. And full control took a while to get used to again. It was difficult at first, you see. Thank you again for what you did. Totally. And what exactly was that? Noelle and I switched places with these girls. And Nostra said that it would be really important for them to wake up right away. Thanks to that, we were able to help Shen reach this place we hid and move through the vents to evade Team Meteor and stole our Pokemon back to help Shen. Thanks for taking good care of Glaceon, Shen. Though what happened after Shen actually got here could have gone better. Yeah, don't get us wrong, Shen. We're not trying to fault you, but we knew Zero would try to use the hypnosis to control you, so we tried to stop it. We tried to cut the system's power as soon as he used it on you, but unfortunately the power supply had an auto reboot function. I hadn't accounted for this to preempt it, so all we were able to do is cycle the power system. Or power cycle the system. We were hoping that if we did it enough, maybe it would make enough holes in the control scheme for Shen to break through, but you saw the result. That's okay. You tried your best, the best you could. I feel really bad for Kane. He never even had a chance to act on his own from the time he came here to the time when he fell in the black hole. Yeah, but Shen came back, so maybe he can too. Speaking of coming back, it may be prudent for us to quit this place before too long. Would it be alright for us to go with you? We don't really know who else turn to get away from Team Meteor. Are you kidding? Not only can you come with us, you have to. I see no reason why not. Everyone will be waiting in Calcinon City. I have some information about Team Meteor that will be of relevance to you all as well. What should we do about this one? Hey there, Sleepy. Time to wake up. Look at all the friends surrounding you. God, how long is this gonna go for? It's been like, what, 45 minutes? What happened? Where's Kane? We'll have to explain later. For now, we need to get going. By the way, there was a boy sleeping in one of the elevators. So yeah, Hardy's useless ass. That sounds like a cozy place. We tried to wake him up after Hypno had been stopped, but he still wouldn't move. Even Glaceon's heal bell wouldn't work. He just went right back to sleep every time. We'll see what we can do. Should worse come to worse, I'll carry him myself. Can you really get him by yourself? All the way to Calcinon? Certainly not. But as long as we have our Pokemon, anything is possible. Don't worry, Daddy, you'll see her again. Nostra said so. Did she now? Well, then I suppose I have no choice but to believe. Let us be on our way. Jen, are you coming back too? Not right now. Oh, that's okay, I understand. Do what you need to and make sure to meet up with us in Calcinon City. Well, there you have it. That was an experience, a crazy ass experience. But let's see if we can get that item up there. But yeah, this will be it for the time being. Hey, can't get that item, it seems. But yeah, that was a pretty good session. It was a very big story session that I knew it was going to happen. So, you know what? I'll save it right here. I'll leave it for that. That'll be it for stream. I have to get ready for work. Or get dressed and get ready for work. So, that'll be it for me. I'll be working an overnight. Maybe I'll upload yesterday's stream up to YouTube. I already made the thumbnail and everything, so I just need to make the description and everything should be good to go. So yeah, that'll be it for me. Later. Have a good one. And see you next time.